Christmas today is considered to be mostly a Christian holiday, but its origins don't tell the same story. A long time ago, the Romans celebrated Saturnalia, a winter celebration to the sun god Saturn. The Greeks knew him as Kronos. Saturnalia lasted 7 days, with December 17th marking the first day of the winter solstice. Saturnalia celebrated the sun overcoming the power of winter. It was a hope for spring where life would be renewed, and it was the Romans' favorite holiday. Each day they would do different things to celebrate and dedicating to the temple of Saturn. They gave gifts one day, another all the slaves and masters traded places. Slaves were allowed to gamble, which otherwise was illegal throughout the rest of the year, and live the high life while their masters would serve them for the day. A sacrifice took place on the temple of Saturn, and then a huge banquet would follow, after which it is known they would shout Oi Saturnalia, which is pretty much the equivalent to today's Merry Christmas. Eventually, Christianity became Rome's main religion, and Saturnalia was still celebrated for a long time after. But eventually, they wanted to do away with Saturnalia, but it was too ingrained in the Roman culture. So they simply changed its name to Christmas and used the birth of Christ for the reasoning of celebration, while keeping much of Saturnalia's traditions. As the years went on of celebrating Christmas, as it spread out from Rome to the rest of the world, different ways of celebrating it from different cultures caught on. The Christmas tree is credited to the Germans, and of course we have Santa Claus, the playboy of Christmas. Now, Santa Claus's name is actually Saint Nicholas, who is also known as Nicholas of Myra, since there were 21 saints named Nicholas. He resided in Asia Minor, which is modern-day Turkey, in the 4th century. He had wonderful well-to-do parents, but they passed away when he was young, so Nicholas wanted to use his inheritance in a charitable way. Now, a nobleman had fallen on hard times and couldn't afford dowries for his 3 daughters, and feared they would be sold into prostitution. Nicholas gave the man the money anonymously, but there are many stories as to how he did it. Some say he threw the bag of money down the chimney. Others say he tossed it through the window, where it landed on the nobleman's stocking that had been drying by the fireplace. In any case, the gold provided the dowry for the oldest daughter, who was married off to a suitor. As the other 2 daughters grew up, old Saint Nick repeatedly gave the money for their dowries. For the last daughter, the nobleman caught Nicholas, and despite his request to remain anonymous, the nobleman spread the story of the saint's generosity. As the years went on, based on his reputation for generosity, old Saint Nick rose to become the bishop in the city of Myra. But it wasn't good timing. The emperor Diocletian had been persecuting Christians at the time. Nicholas was arrested, imprisoned, and tortured for years until he was freed under Constantine. After that, he became incredibly popular. He had statues built of him and seals made in his image. He became known as the patron saint of children and unmarried maidens. His story spread to many cultures, so the Santa we know today came from all these different cultures. The idea that his sleigh is pulled by reindeer is a Swiss idea, while his red suit comes from Scandinavia. However, what has really made Santa into a commercialized figure we know today is from the poem we now know as The Night Before Christmas. This gave Santa Claus the furry suit, the idea of him carrying a sack of toys on his back, and a huge belly. Thank you for watching. Let me know any other topics you would like to hear the origins of. This is a new video series I've thought about starting. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, all that. Bye-bye.